Hello and welcome back to André Plays / Analyses the Original Unreal. Here we are at the Sunspire. So we just came through this gate and now we have entered the Sunspire. As we can see, there's this very tall sort of rock, this giant rock above a pool of lava. And the Sunspire is basically like a building that has been built into this giant rock. So here we have this giant enormous rock and there's been like a building built into it, which is called the Sunspire. There's just something I want to talk about, which I sort of was going to talk about last map, but I sort of got distracted before I did. But that is the 8-ball actually has a heat-seeking mode. So if I summon a monster, if I just summon it like this, basically, if I put the crosshair on the monster, then it will sort of lock onto it and it will turn to like this red sort of beeping thing. And now if I shoot a rocket, I need to basically lock onto it again. Now if I shoot a rocket, it's actually like the rocket now actually steers towards the monster. See there? See, it actually steered that way. Trying to see how it turns left. So the 8-ball actually has a heat-seeking feature, but you have to actually hold it onto. You actually have to hold the crosshair on a monster for enough time for it to lock on. I don't know whether I've talked about that before, but that's just a feature of the 8-ball. Anyway, okay, so here we are. There's a little room here, a light here. There's a book and a dead gnarly. I will not return to the Sunspire today. I was almost slain by the sky demon this morning, and I fear for our brothers that have not yet escaped. I feel that we will not see them again in this life. Oh, sad. Health. And yep. So it's basically saying that the Sunspire, because I mentioned before, there was like a message outside here saying like, all those who seek safe haven who come in peace, welcome. So the Sunspire was originally like this gnarly built building. Like I said, it's sort of like the inside of it is rather quite civilized. Like it's almost like a castle. Like it's got a feast hall and like dining rooms and bathing rooms, and it's quite a sophisticated building. It's quite a civilized building as opposed to these little gnarly villages. But so I guess it was originally this sort of safe haven, this sort of almost like gnarly stronghold, this gnarly fortress, this sort of center of civilization of gnarly life. But it has been overtaken by the scar. Anyway, if we actually look down here, there's actually a ASMD core. There's that echo again, so that makes me think, yeah, I don't think it's a bug. I think it's actually like meant to be sort of the echoing of being in a canyon. Okay, we can sort of see this monster now. This Scar Trooper. So here we are, walking down the path to the Sunspire. It's very dark. I mean, it is nighttime. But yeah, so as the message mentioned, this used to be a sort of peaceful, gnarly tower, but now it's been occupied by the Scar. Let's see if we can, I'll show you that lock-on thing. See, we've locked on, and now it's here. Oh, and we knocked him off. That was easy. Whee! place. Now there's an interesting thing here. As we actually cross this bridge, we should see a gnarly fall. Whee! So I guess the implication is that someone up there on the top of the tower pushed the gnarly off. So I don't know, they're torturing gnarlies, pushing them off the tower. It could have also been someone above the tower. It could have been someone, because as we'll find out next map, above the tower there's actually a floating city in the sky, which is where we go to after this map. So basically, as we go through this map, we're basically trying to climb this tower, and then at the very top we actually call what's called a skylift, this sort of like floating elevator powered by gnarly Teridium magic. See, I mentioned also that it's like Teridium is meant to be like this magic, not magic, it was meant to be like this element or this mineral that's found in Napali. And Teridium is what the Scar are mining in, the Rajagar mines, so the Scar try to, use these mines to mine Teridium, this sort of special element that's meant to be used for it's meant to be used for Scar technology, but also the gnarly are meant to be able to use Teridium to build their sky cities and, to do all their sort of magic. So it's meant to be this sort of, this sort of, I guess, unobtainium magic substance that's just like has all these useful properties that the Scar want it and the gnarly can use it. And so here we have a message: Sunspire. And the Scar dropped an 8 ball, so let's pick up the 8 ball. So here we have entered the Sunspire, and as you saw, a Scar just jumped down, breaking the glass up there. And as I mentioned before, this isn't just your little gnarly village. This is a gnarly built structure. This is built by the gnarly, but it's actually shows signs of quite advanced civilization. It's also extremely complicated. Like, there are many different ways that you can go. So, first of all, we'll pick up, flare, health. There are these little crystal things which give off blue light, which provide some lighting. Does this have a message? No. Razor blades, and a razor jack. Okay. Well, here's a new message. Primary ascension. So there are actually many different ways that we can go. Like I mentioned, this building is very confusing. I'm just trying to think what order should I do it in. I can go through the primary ascension. So, gas bag. Here we have a stinger. Let's not pick it up yet, because I don't actually need the stinger ammo. But as you can see here, there are many floors. Before we go up the primary ascension though, let's go through some of these side passages. So we can go left or we can go right. If we go left, we have some lifts here. What does this say? This says Chambers of Honor. This says Feast Hall. And this is the bathing chambers. So we have Chambers of Honor, Feast Hall, and bathing chambers. If I go all the way down here, this was the Chamber of Honors, I believe. pick up the GE Spy rifle. Here's an empty fireplace, and there's not much else here. Flare. And a bookshelf. So yeah, that was Chambers of Honor, Feast Hall, Bathing Chambers, and also that lift over there. And if we go around this side, oh, I barely use my flashlight. I don't want to waste picking up a new flashlight, but then again I don't know when I come back to here, so I'll just leave it. This says Sleeping Chambers, Feast Hall, and another unmarked elevator, and then we can go up to this way. Oh, what does this one say? Chambers of Honor, another Chambers of Honor. So here we have another of these Chambers of Honor thing. And here, we actually for the first time see a rifle round, although it didn't actually give a message saying you picked up a rifle round. This is a ammo for the 9th gun, the rifle, which we actually won't get until a couple of maps. But we will actually get the 10th gun in this map, the minigun, which I'll talk about when we pick it up. It's actually a secret. Oh, once again, I'm on 92. Should I pick it up? Oh, screw this, I just pick it up. And here we find a meditating Nadi. Yes, screw this, I'll pick up the flashlight, whatever. Which way to go? Because there are so many different ways to go. You know what? I might actually first just do all the ways accessible. I might first just do the main ascension. Wait, sorry, that's the way out. I'll go through the main ascension, going through all the ways you can go with the main ascension, and then I will start exploring the side passages. It's just very confusing. So let's just go up one story. And let's see what's on this first story. So here we have a lift up to the second story. I guess I'm using this sort of Australian convention where the ground floor is called the ground floor and the one above the ground floor is called the first floor, as opposed to the American convention where the ground floor is called the first floor and the one above the first floor is called the second floor. Flare, ASMD core. Flex shell. So like I said, there's this lift up here. It's all pretty dark here. But we can go here. And there's a message here. Primary ascension. So the message is just saying that this room is called the primary ascension, I guess. Okay. So we can go into this room. Primary ascension. And we can pick up the automag and some clips. And this is the place where that Scar jumped down to ambush us. This dead body has no message. Health. Tritium sludge. So now we can go down this passage or that passage. If we go down this passage first. Oh, another flashlight. So many flashlights. I'll leave it. This seems to be a lift going down. So let's see where this would lead us to. Ah, so this was the unmarked one. So here we have the feast hall, the sleeping chambers, and that unmarked elevator on this side brought us to here. So I guess I'm trying to sort of explore every possible area in this, but it's very confusing. And I guess I'm trying to do it like one floor at a time. Like we did the ground floor, now we're doing like the first floor, the one above the ground floor. Here you have more of these blue crystal lights. Maybe they're made of Teridium. Like, because the Stinger ammo is meant to be shards of Teridium. Teridium is meant to be that blue crystal. And another lift. And once again, so these are the unlabeled lifts, opposite the labeled ones. I'm going to take us to the first floor. Okay. So now we know what the unlabeled elevators, the unlabeled lifts do. So we've gone both ways, I believe. Now we can take this lift up one floor, or we could get on the primary ascension elevator. Here we have health, and once again there are two ways to go. We could go up another floor, or we could start exploring this floor. Primary ascension. Here we have little tables and chairs. Another flashlight. Oh my god, they're everywhere. I'm hesitant to pick them up because I don't want to like waste it all, but then again, maybe I'll just leave it for the time being. Here we have an unlabeled passage and a labeled passage. What does this one say? Kitchens. Okay, let's explore the kitchens. Flares. This seems to be like an oven, like a kiln. And here we find a dead gnarly. Wait, can I jump on these barrels? Here we find a dead gnarly and a knife. So this seems to be like I mentioned, the kitchens. This was where they did their butchering and stuff. Although someone butchered a gnarly, probably a scar. More flares. So that's one way, and there's also this other passage here, which leads to a lift going up. Kind of curious. I'm going to go this way first, and then I might explore that lift going up. Oh, this is a lift going down. Where does it go down to? Ah, the feast hall. So this one here, the feast hall next to the sleeping chambers. If we said let's go up to the feast hall. So this room must be the feast hall. And then next to the feast hall we have these kitchens. So we've done this room here with the kiln and everything. Now let's explore this side room here. We can go up. And now we first see the pupae, or pupae, these guys. Oh shit. So we just saw our first glimpse at the pupae. These creatures here, they're like I said, they sort of look like little spiders or little head crabs. They're actually baby scar. So these are the scar in their pupa form. Another rifle round. And here we have, I can pick up some health. My flashlight has died. And this is a little fountain. Very dark. Yes, this is like a little fountain area and we have seen the pupae. There's actually another path we can go up here, but I'm going to leave this because this is actually the main path to make progress in the level. So I'm going to leave this and we will explore this area later. There's actually another way to get into this room through a hidden water path that brings us out to here, which I will explore later. But for now, let's just go back down. Where was that other flashlight that I didn't pick up? Oh, now suddenly there are pupae spawning here. Maybe once we had our first encounter with the pupae, it triggers the other pupae to be spawned. Yeah, I remember there was a flashlight over here. Oh, another pupae. It was like in here or something. There we go. Here it is. There's also probably another ASMD call somewhere, but I don't know where. Okay, so now we are on the second floor, like ground floor, first floor, second floor. And we've just went down here. We did the kitchens. We went this way, and that was the elevator to go to downstairs where there's a feast hall. This is the feast hall, this was the kitchens. There was that other passage in the kitchens that I didn't go to because I said that was actually the way to make progress, and we'll go back to that later. But yeah, as you can see, this is very confusing. And then if we go up here, we go up one further floor, and now we are at the top of the primary ascension. So if we had actually caught that elevator at the bottom up to the top, we would have gone ground floor, first floor, second floor, and now we would be up at the third floor. Here we have a dead Gnarly. A flare. Some flak cannon ammo, health. I hear gas bags, they make that weird farting sound. The sound, there we are. What does this say? Cistern. lot of enemies attacking us at once. Did that pupae just kill the gas bag? I think so. Okay, so this is the cistern, and in here we have some water. And there's actually a way to go in the water, but there's also a way to go here. So first let us kill this tentacle. Huh, this is a lift down. Okay, wonder where this would take us. Let me just go back up, because I want to just show you something first. So, like I said, this is the cistern. There's one path which leads to a lift down, which we will explore. But we can also go into the water. If we go into the water, we find health, which we can pick up. There's this little thing in here, but this doesn't actually go anywhere or lead anywhere. It's just like a little place we can breathe. But there's actually a path here. I'm not going to pick up this ASMD yet, but we can sort of swim through the water, come up through this little place here, and this was what I mentioned earlier on. If we actually walk through here, this opens up. And this is that place where we were where we first encountered the pupae. So that little water fountain opens up. So now let me go back down. See more, I guess more of them spawn as we enter new areas. Oh, I guess we can blow up the table. So where were we? Primary ascension, okay. I feel like once you have your first encounter with them, that sort of triggers a whole lot of them to be spawned whenever you go back to certain areas. Okay. Where were we gonna go? So if we go back up to here. And we go through here. So like I said, let's go through here. So this place is all very dark. You can pick up flak shells if you don't need. Nothing in this box. Another flak shell, so I might as well switch to the flak cannon. What's in here? Nothing. More flak shells. Tritium sludge, more flak shells. And health. So I guess this is probably like, I guess these are like dining room sort of places. There's like individual rooms here where there's like chests and chairs and tables. So maybe this was where like individual gnarly sort of lived, like the individual sort of living quarters. We can go here. A book. Doesn't have a message. Flare. more flak shells, Iridium shards for my stinger, and another book which doesn't leave a message. Another barrel here. Ammo for the razor jack. There goes here. Ouch. Sleeping chambers. This up here says sleeping chambers. Ooh, I think that the flare just exploded on me. Luckily there's health here. And a new flashlight. So, the monster dropped his razor jack. This says, we were just in the sleeping chambers. And we have ammo for the ASMD here. Now, if we go down here, we find a flare. Wait, let me just sort of, okay, so we were just... Did I end up using the, yeah, I might as well get those shells for the flak cannon. And now, if I go back down to here, we were just in the, wait, feast hall? Oh yeah, this must be the other feast hall on the other side, because this is also a bit of a feast hall. You know, we got the tables and chairs, and then in here you have the sleeping chambers. So this is also a bit of a feast hall. So we've gone to both of the feast halls. Okay, so we've gone to the feast hall. We've gone up this one. This takes us just up one floor, and simply on the other side, we've also gone up We've also gone up to the feast hall. So we've gone up to this feast hall and the other feast hall, and we've gone up this one. This leads us to the first floor, and the other unlabeled one. But we haven't gone to this one yet. The bathing chambers. This sort of checkerboard floor. Flare. This is a whole thingy of ammo for the rifle. This is a whole 8 rifle rounds. We have Iridium shards, health here, and 8 ball. Flashlight batteries have died. Health in here though. More bathing chambers. So I guess these are where the baths are. I thought that's sort of what the cistern was meant to be up the top, but I guess not. Lagging a lot. Are these meant to be? Yeah, I guess these are actually meant to be toilets. More flares. More toilets. And then this leads us to a dead end. We can't actually go further than here. So let's go back down. So that was the bathing chambers. If we go around to the other side, oh. There was one more. So here we have the sleeping chambers. We have not been here. We've been to one of the sleeping chambers, the one connected to the feast hall. On the other side, we have not been to these sleeping chambers. So let's go up to these sleeping chambers. I guess these are meant to be maybe beds. I thought they were tables, but I guess maybe they're meant to be beds. Kind of hard beds. Yeah, I guess we have found Analyses on them, so I guess they are meant to be these wooden beds. We don't need ammo for the 8-ball. Oh yay, another flashlight. And more ammo for the 8-ball. Maybe we should use the 8-ball more. And this leads to another dead end. Another flashlight up here. Clips. I don't need to. Like, these 2 flashlights were like right next to each other. I don't need to pick up the other flashlight. Razor jack. Ah, hell, maybe I will. Can't. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Oh, there's another. Okay, sweet. Let's pick up the 8-ball ammo now that I've used some 8-balls. And we've finished these sleeping chambers. So now we've gone every which way, except for the way that we were supposed to go. Like, I mean, so the way to actually make progress. Now we've explored all the side passages. We've explored all the different ways to go. We've gone to the very top. And we can see that we can actually go higher. We can see that there are higher levels, but this path here only takes us further down. So how do we get more higher up? And the answer is that one way through the kitchens that we didn't go last time. So this whole map is a bit of a maze. So if we go back along here. I think I've explored everything. We've done both feast halls. We've done the bathing chambers and the sleeping chambers there. I mean, I think I've explored everything. Either way, let's turn our light on. So now I mentioned that through this path here, not that one, but this one is one that we haven't gone to yet. Oh, there was a pupae in the barrel. Flare. Razor ammo. A whole bunch of barrels sitting here. How did the pupae get in the barrel in the first place? I mean, that's the real question, you know? Like, surely the Nani would not have put them in. Did the Scar sort of lay their eggs in the barrel? Like, did the Scar sort of lay these eggs, and then the Nani thought, what are these egg things? And they put them in the barrel, and they hatched into pupae? Who knows? Well, I'm nearly out of flashlight. So, yeah, we've explored this room here. Let's continue to go down here. And we have a message. Great Hall and 2 statues. Another flashlight, sweet. If we go down into the Great Hall, oh. Oh, there's a pupae up there. There's actually a hidden button here, so pick up these flares, and we see this great sort of statue thing. But if we click this hidden button, it turns, and then this thing opens up to reveal the minigun, the gun number 0, or like the 10th gun. If we did not pick up the minigun here, we would actually have to wait quite a while before picking it up again. So, like, I think the minigun, like, the next time you actually see the minigun is like many levels hence. So if you don't pick it up here, you know, you're actually kind of screwed. you're not screwed. You can pick up the minigun later on. Like, I think a Scar drops the minigun in like one of the levels of the Scar mothership, but that's like another 5 or 10, not more than 5, another like 10 levels from now. So getting the minigun is in this place here is kind of important. Anyway, the minigun has two, has left click and right click. But first I should mention that the minigun actually uses the same ammo as the automag. So the automag and the minigun share ammo. Left click, so basically it's just like a faster gun, a more effective gun to use your automag ammo. So left click is just this, just a sort of machine gun. Right click, it starts off the same, but right click, if I do right click like this, it starts off the same, but then it starts to fire at a faster rate. So it's like faster, but less accurate. Anyway, if I were to climb up here, I'm just at the top of the, wow, there's a lot of flares here. Picking up all these flares. And GES spy rifle ammo. So yeah, I kind of wonder who made the minigun. Like, is it a... It probably wouldn't have been the Nadi, considering that they don't really make weapons, or at least in the not officially. Like in some of the mods, there have been Nadi made weapons, and I guess the Nadi have knives, but the Nadi don't really have like advanced technology. They have magic, and they're like they sort of have magic and stuff, but I guess at like a medieval level of technology. So they would have like swords and crossbows and stuff, I imagine. The Scar, you'd think that the Scar would have fancy energy weapons. You wouldn't see the Scar with a you know, machine gun. You think they would have like their energy weapons. So, but maybe the Scar invented it. Who knows? Either way, we can actually go down this corridor. So that was the button we clicked. We can go down this corridor here. Let me go up a lift. See, pretty effective. Pick up the stinger. Alright. Nice. Pick up some flex shells. And sure, pick up the health. So now this takes us up higher, and here this takes us, we're now on the higher level above the cistern, you know. Remember how I mentioned that on the cistern, wait, let me just kill all these guys first. On the cistern, I mentioned you can see there's like a higher level up here. So now we are on that higher level. Table and chair, black ammo, razor jack ammo, and more health. And above here, there's no higher level, at least in this area, there's just the ceiling. Let's keep on climbing. Okay, so now here, there are these two elevators that go up a long way. Well, not that long, I guess, but basically this one goes up and this one goes down. So they take you to the same place. We can go up them. This is the short way. However, we're going to be, if we go up these elevators, we'll be ambushed a bit. We can also go around here the long way. And because I want to explore everything in detail, I will go the long way. So yeah, as you can see, this dispersion pistol has gotten really quite powerful. We've gotten to the point where we can pretty much kill tentacles in one shot with this powered up dispersion pistol. A lot of health, flare, and we actually get, for going this way, we actually get an invisibility. Which once again, I mentioned that I don't even use these invisibilities. Once again, also, you can't actually hold more than one. Whenever you pick up an invisibility, it just sort of refuels your current one to full, like same with the flashlights. Okay, here we find some gnarly fruit seeds. Automag, which I'll pick up. Health. And we find some dead bodies. Do they have any messages? 2 messages. Okay, first of all, this message. Log. Petty Officer N. Onalopov. We split up so we would have a better chance of finding Kira. Those bastards are gonna pay for taking her. I love you, Kira. I swear I'll find you. You can actually see the back of the shirt has like the Inuit Corporation logo, so these guys are from the ISV Crown. Log. Security offer A Connect-Off. We are running out of ammo fast. There's only one weapon left. We have to reach the top where we can activate the crystal that cools the sky elevator, according to the Gnarly at the gates. So I guess these humans can actually talk to the Gnarly, and they're mentioning that they have to reach the top where they can activate the crystal that cools the sky elevator. So there's like this elevator that goes up, that takes you above the tower itself. And the first guy was talking about how there is someone called Kira, who the Scar kidnapped. We'll actually find out, this is like a little B-plot, like a little subplot in the Unreal story, and we'll find out what happens to her in a couple of maps. So now we're actually outside again. There is the path that we took, and we're actually above, we're actually like, sort of like on this ledge. I should probably use a razor jack, considering that there's ammo for it everywhere. I think he dropped his weapon over the edge. I'll go back and pick up the I guess the razor jack is good for close quarters because it bounces on the walls, but it just has a chance of hitting you as well. So it's good if you want to like bounce around and deal, or I guess like reflective damage, like bounce off a wall. It's sort of like it's easier to go temping bowling when you have the bumpers up. Similarly, if you shoot this inside a closed room, it can bounce around and bounce off walls, and even if you miss the main enemy, it can still hit them from the side. Whereas it's not that good like sort of in big open fields, but you've also got the danger that it will hit you. Now we've climbed up here. I hear a tentacle. Clips. And this is the... Oh god damn it. My health. So this is the other side of where that lift was. If we were to get on this lift, go down, all the way down to here, which is where that lift was. I think there was more health that we can pick up. Yep, and that cannon ammo. So let's get that lift all the way back up. So like I mentioned, there's a bit of an ambush. Like if we had gotten there in the lift, we would have suddenly found ourselves with a tentacle and the scar and everything right in our faces. Whereas I guess if you come through this corridor, you have like a better chance of fighting them well, because you can like keep your distance. You're not like suddenly stuck in this lift, pushed into the middle of everything. And now we have another double lift, you know, one that goes up, or one that like by default is at the bottom, one that by default is at the top, but they take you to the same place. This is another very long corridor. So yeah, very long. And now we're very close to the top of the Sunspire. Pick up another flashlight? Sure, why not? Ammo, which we kind of don't need. It says, Chamber of Crystals. This is just empty, but this thing here has, I guess maybe they intended to make the mechanism more complicated with multiple levers, but either way, this is just just nothing. But here we have a lever. I won't press it yet. When we press it, it will send up a beam of electricity to the sky, and it will basically call the sky elevator to come down. But before we do that, let's go down this way. More health. ASMD core. We haven't really been using the ASMD, more just the stinger, I guess. Shells. I mean, yeah, these are good shells, right? If we go up here, we find a sign that says, prepare to embark. And this is basically the place where the sky elevator comes down. It comes down from the sky to here to catch a lift up to the next map, the city in the sky. Oh, god damn it. So much ammo for the razor jack, but I'm not really using the razor jack. More ammo for the razor jack. Maybe I should be using those too. So yeah, we've been in here, we've been through here. God damn it. I'm not that good with the razor jack. I took a lot of damage there. But whatever, I'll still save it. Actually, I'll go back inside. I'll pick up, oh, there's health here. I'll pick up, yeah, back up to 100. And we actually find in here a super health. So yeah, I will nab that. More, I guess, empty barrels here. And up there, that's where the whole prepare to embark thing was. That little ledge up there, where the skybox would come from heaven and lift you up. There's actually there's actually a secret here. If you sneak around here, I'm crouching so I can't fall off. Then you actually go here, there's actually a little secret area here. Full of flat shells. Any translator messages? No, just flat shells, health, and ASMD cores. Nothing much. Nothing much else, at least. So we've done that, we've gotten the thing in there. I think we've gotten everything. So now it's time to call the skylift. I think I've done everything. I hope I've done everything. Chamber of crystals. And yeah, I've been taking care, trying not to, well, I'm always trying not to die, but in particular, I'm never reloading the game, because as I've talked about in this release version without the patches, you know, I've been having a lot of problems with when I've been reloading the game. The translator messages haven't been working and some of the buttons haven't been working, so I've been careful to sort of, you know, yeah, not reload the game. Just keep playing like the actual same, you know what I mean? Not, like, I'm saving it all the time, but I'm not actually reloading. Anyway, if we hit this lever, this thing opens up. And it sends this electricity into the sky. And now if we come here, run. Prepare to embark. We have this sky lift falling from heaven, falling from the sky for us to get in it. Let me just save the game. And now here we are, rising up in the skylift to the next map. This map is called Gateway to Napali. And this is a bit of an indicator, because like I mentioned, the planet is called Napali. But this is sort of our first indication that actually, well, in this original Unreal, it never actually says that the planet is called Napali. Napali, rather, is the name of this particular region, this particular map. This map is called Gateway to Napali, and the next map is called Napali Haven. And Napali was not really the name of the planet. The name of the planet in some of the drafts, in some of the alpha drafts, was called Griffin, Gryphon. But I guess they decided, this map, Gateway to Napali, and next map, Napali Haven. I guess Napali was originally the name of the floating sky city, but I guess they decided, for whatever reason, sure, we'll call the whole planet Napali. Anyway, I step forward. Well, either way, I should really save it and do this next time. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye!